Today's edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox is brought to you by Tacocraft Taqueria.
Hold the mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the frim fram sauce with the awesome bay with shafafa on.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another fresh live edition, Taco Tuesday edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. We are live from Tacocraft Taqueria and Tequila Bar, or Tequilaria. Marc Falsetto. It's been a couple of months. I was starting to get a complex. How are you?
I'm great. I'm doing great.
And we got
I'm
Jeff.
pumped up today.
I am pumped up, too. I hope everybody had a good, long, romantic, or just profitable weekend. Depending.
All the above.
All of the above. Jeff Defo de Forest, how are you doing today? And did you manage to make the drive out west? I know I sometimes break into hives when I come west of University Drive, but I got to say, I came in from the Sawgrass, and the array of restaurants that have, blossomed on Sample Road.
Oh,
it's really a murderer's row of restaurants here, and now capped by Tacocraft.
Oh, yeah.
But Defo, did you take the eastern route? And
I ended up on Sample Road, and it amazes me. I mean, it's Horace Greeley time, man. How far west can you go? For me, coming from the beach. But this was always favorable territory for me. I remember I lived off of University Drive in Miramar when I was a young DeForest, just getting a family started. And it was the last street.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
No man's land. This was as far west as you could go, pretty much.
Yeah.
And the expansion is enormous. And, of course, you guys are doing great here. And I'm blown away because we know when we come around and Marc Falsetto is involved, the amount of dishes and the array of things that are going to be on the table is going to be exceptional. But
thank you. I appreciate that.
You've outdone yourself today. I mean, this. Were you expecting 10 more people with the show?
No, I'm just pumped up. It's the middle of the season. The weather's beautiful. It's ice cold up north. So we just got to enjoy it while we can.
A lot of people are down here, especially President's Day week. Traditionally, the schools in the Northeast, a lot of them take a 1-week winter break, and it seems like every family heads onto a JetBlue flight, or and they just make their way down here. And every restaurant I've been in the last few days over the long weekend has been very healthy. Which is good news. And but you guys have been killing it here. You've been open now how long in the
about 6 months, 5.5 months.
Really?
6 months. Yeah, we opened in just called I'll say September, August, September.
Yeah, and I think we were last here probably in month number 1 or 2.
Yeah, right when we opened, September.
And keeps built. They keep finishing off all the other things sprouting around.
So many exciting things. We've been in a construction zone, so if you're coming down to Coral Springs Tacocraft, don't be discouraged. The construction's almost over. Another 400 apartments right across the street are going to be delivered here in the next 3-4 months, and another 300 parking spaces.
Oh, wow. So it just keeps growing, and like City Hall is there. There's a parking garage there. And again, there is free parking here. What's the address here again? I know it's right on the
3240, I believe, North University Drive.
Right, on the intersection.
Hard corner of Sample and University in the new Madera building.
University, Madera. There's a parking garage. Now you got to scan codes.
That's something we just implemented now. So we got 2 floors of free parking for Tacocraft customers. You just park your car, come into the hostess station, scan your phone, put in your license plate, and it's 3 hours free.
Nice. And I don't know if 3 hours is enough time to consume everything that you have in front of us. I don't know if you got the memo, Falsetto. I'm on a new health kick. I'm trying to emulate you.
Is it called Mangiano or no?
Actually, the Ozempic script did get approved.
Oh, nice.
And it's waiting for me, but I'm trying to do it the natural way to start.
You're looking good.
Because Defo is,
You're looking trimmed up, too. What have you been doing?
I do my walk of life every day. Played a little tennis last night. That was nice.
Okay.
And I don't eat as much as Mayo.
Any pickleball? Any pickleball?
You know what? I hate to say this because I know you're a huge pickleball advocate, and I haven't gotten into the game yet. But, I consider it like just getting away from tennis, like copping out.
So, I came from tennis.
Yeah.
And I thought that at the beginning as well, too. But when you get going, it's addictive.
I was going to say, I was at a luncheon with Rick Barry, who's now a huge pickleball advocate, highly competitive. He's 80 years old, in tremendous shape.
There's no age barriers.
And he says this is the thing that replaced he needs to compete. And it replaced basketball for him. And, and he absolutely loves
highly
it.
competitive.
Yeah,
People take it very seriously. We just had the fort that just opened behind Runway.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But the ball doesn't bounce, Mark.
Oh, it bounces for me.
See, Defo is a tennis elitist. He likes those yellow fuzzy balls that bounce high in the air.
That's nothing to do with being elitist, Mike Mayo. You don't play a lot of sports, but it's a different game.
Yeah, it's a completely different game.
Yeah.
I am an elitist. I
No,
will
you
own
are
that.
about food and all that.
No, but here's the thing.
This is nothing against the pickleball
I
players.
used to play a lot of golf. I just have a natural antipathy. Every time I turn on ESPN or one of its 20 channels, they're playing that stupid virtual golf game, and they've been doing like for 24 hours.
It's wild.
It's like video golf, and then they come and chip and putt on a real green in the middle of like some stadium in Jupiter and Tiger Woods and Serena Williams.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I own it. I'm an elitist when it comes to golf. I want to see real courses. I want to see Pebble Beach. I want to see Augusta National.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
I want them to actually play on it. Why don't you own the fact that you are a tennis elitist and you like?
Has nothing to do with it. I mean, it's not even comparable.
But you should come out. You'll dominate. You should.
No,
you should.
I enjoy playing tennis. There's running. There's a different type of stroke. A lot of different shots involved. When I've watched pickleball, it's interesting. I think I would enjoy it, but I see everybody. Orthopedic surgeons all are advocates of pickleball.
Yeah, it took me a while.
And it seems like you would be more likely to get hurt playing tennis, but
no, way more pickleball. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to pick it up because there's less ground to cover, and I think it's just a sport for our times, which is it takes up less land. You know, they're going to be knocking down. You know, they're plowing under every golf course in South Florida. They're talking about plowing under some of our favorite racetracks, which is,
Well, the development's huge right now. It's just everybody's.
Well, they need open spaces to build more places.
Oh, yeah.
And because people, I think, keep coming down.
The track called me. They were looking for you. They said you haven't been in a while.
No, we were just there.
Yeah.
We make our weekly contributions every Friday at 10
Your
pounds.
donation.
And that brings me, actually, we got to break the tiebreaker, and I'm going to ask
let's do it. Let's do it.
Because every week we do our Sunday brunch contest at 10 Palms.
That's it. Love 10 Palms.
And we do our show there every Friday with the great Joe Beja, Executive Director of Hospitality. This week, it was real simple. In terms of we had a restaurant for Valentine's Day, the original home of Valentino Cucina, Giovanni's restaurant. When it first started, it is now another restaurant.
Yes.
And it's called Osteria Acqua e Farina.
Yes, great restaurant.
And
great pizza, great.
Yeah,
you have a great
they have a cozy little place.
Very nice.
That's right across from my new home, and we get in there occasionally, and they make a really good pounded veal chop Milanese. Crispy.
Very good.
And you're in the Italian
That's
food
a
game.
sleeper, that restaurant. They do a very good job.
When Runway is too crowded to get in and you can't even get a seat at the
I
bar,
usually have a list. I usually have a list of 3 or 4 places to go when you can't get into Runway. We're going to add that to the list.
Yeah, Osteria Acqua Farina. Yes. That was the restaurant trivia. And then the horse for the feature race, the Royal Delta Stakes, 3 to 5 shot went down in flames, and the number 7 horse dazzling move made a dazzling move.
Wow!
In that final 16.
That was you on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that is me every day. Dazzling moves. But and then we got to the college basketball tiebreaker. Everybody was poo-pooing me for not choosing number 1 versus number 2 Auburn, Alabama. I had my ulterior motives. I chose a rivalry game. Michigan against Ohio State was on national TV on Sunday because one Dusty May, who took FAU on an unprecedented, just unbelievable Cinderella run to the Final Four when he was at FAU, in his first season at Michigan, has turned that team around.
Yeah, already.
Wow.
And they are poised to make the NCAA tournament for the first time in like 4 years. They're in the top 20. They have like a 20-8 record, and they beat the dreaded Buckeyes of Ohio State in Columbus by 3 points. 2 people nailed the game and predicted not just the restaurant, they had the horse and the restaurant, but they predicted Michigan by 3. And you're going to break the tie. One of them
let's do it.
One of them in there is Edwin Murillo, who has never won before.
Nice.
All right.
And then we have just a one-time winner,
Don't hold it against me, Edwin.
Marissa Chapman. So
that's how we're having you do it.
Just pick one of these slips.
All right.
And we will announce a winner.
And we're going to give him a last-minute Friday night reservation on Runway.
Oh, wow. That would be a good consolation prize for the runner-up.
All right. Let's do it. And the winner is
Marissa Chapman.
Marissa Chapman.
Congratulations for the second time, but first time this year. You have won a all-inclusive brunch package for 2 at fabulous 10 Palms at Gulfstream Park.
And who's the gentleman that number 1?
Edwin Murillo.
Edwin, we're going to give him a $25 gift card to Taco
Oh,
Craft
nice.
today. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
You just
I love-
message Mike which location you want to go to. We're going to set him up.
I love consolation prizes. Edwin, I will get in touch with you with the details, too, about getting your gift card.
Yes. We'll set
Taco
him up
Craft,
nice.
$25 goes a a long way on a
Oh,
Taco
yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Really enjoy
Why don't you
yourself.
run down? First of all, run down what's in front of us.
So there's a lot of stuff happening here. That's why I'm here today. Well, first of all, we got a new year, new menu,
Yep,
new
yep.
happy hour, new lunch specials.
Yep.
And as you know me for 10, 15 years now, I like to do always evolving and everything new. So, well, right now we got some of the new menu items on the new menu. Just came out last week.
Nice.
Yeah, and we spoke last month at the Taco
Well,
Craft
we were
Victoria
just practicing
Park.
rolling them out.
David,
Yeah.
he introduced us to some of these bowls, and these look like completely in tune with the South Florida vibe and scene. They look bright and light, and
Everything's fresh. So the thing about Taco Craft, we're very Tulum inspired, coastal Mexican, a lot of fresh flavors. Sushi grade on the seafood. We're doing a lot of hand cut meats, fish. So we'd like to showcase some of that. And the trends, people like to eat a little healthier these days. We found our guests, hey, Mark, can I get the tacos wrapped in lettuce? Or can I get the tacos deconstructed? Can I get my burrito deconstructed? So it got my mind thinking and churning how I like to eat. And I like to do either bowls or low carb bowls or do a lot of protein
You know
bowls.
what I'm doing now? I'm asking for my bowl with a side of Ozempic too.
Oh, yeah,
So
there we
that's-
go. Get the Mangiano bowl here today. So we took a lot of our flavors, some of our tacos, and tried our best hits, and we made them into bowls. Like you're going right now in our ahi tuna poke
This looks
bowl, which
great.
is a number one ahi. We're going to do our cilantro rice, seaweed, ponzu, avocado. You're going to have some sesame, homemade crispy wontons, and a little bit of our homemade spicy mayo. So technically not Mexican, but that's going to be our coastal flavors, like in Tulum, the poke and stuff. So very nice. And that's our most popular bowl, actually. I'll let Mike go for that. Just our deconstructed tuna poke tacos. Talk to Chef. He goes, I can do a tuna poke bowl better than any place. And let's do it. Now we're here.
I say okie dokie for the poke.
Okie dokie for the poke. On the right side, we're going to do our taco salad bowl. So I created a taco salad with our gringo taco, Colby Jack cheese, crispy tortilla strips, avocado, everything you'd find in a taco salad. No tortilla bowl over the bed of rice with the tortilla strips. So it's a deconstructed taco salad bowl.
Nice.
This is our braised chicken bowl, which is going to be basically our chicken burrito bowl. Charred corn, black bean, cilantro, our pico de gallo. Going to have our 24-hour braised, marinated and braised chicken over the bed of that cilantro rice.
I had this last month. It's fantastic. I
Yeah,
love that
that's going to be our
chicken.
little avocado cilantro crema on that one. And this is our steak fajita bowl, guys, like the little deconstructed, no shells. Our carne asada, which is our skirt steak tips, charred peppers, charred onions, pico de gallo avocado crema over the rice. Secret pro tip, tell your server you want to make any bowl low carb, we will sub the rice for all lettuce.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Just make it a full-on salad. Okay.
Yeah, salad, or ask for double meat, just double it up. So the good thing about the bowls, these bowls range from anywhere between $18 and $25. I said, you know what?
Lunch special.
People are on a lunch value. Let's do all the bowls for lunch, $16.99. Not the $30 poke bowl is $16.99 for lunch.
Oh, wow.
With a drink.
No wonder I
in
went
and
for
out.
that
You're
one
in and
first.
out with tip under $20.
Yeah,
That's
that's
big.
beautiful.
That's big. This is the size. This
I can
is the
see
setup.
sharing these, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what's great about this too?
Yeah.
I was watching the people when they were served their food at this table here.
Yeah.
Giant smiles on their faces because
Yeah.
the presentation is absolutely marvelous.
Thank you
And
so
you
much.
love
I
to see that.
appreciate
You
it.
really do.
Yeah, this you're going to get a nice bowl, not on a beautiful plate. This plate's from Steelite. That's from England. So just beautiful bowl, fresh flavors, bold flavors. Get a healthier option with a low carb for lunch, $16.99, including a drink. You'll be in and out for under $20.
And the
with
flavors
tip.
on this poke bowl is great. I mean, that seaweed with seaweed salad and those crispy wonton. It's all great.
Yeah,
Got
homemade
crunch.
ponzu. Yeah, very nice.
You've got great
So
protein.
our gringo tacos from our original menu, which I think you tried last time. The vegan impossible meat is out, and the gringo taco is back in. So
okay.
Okay.
I didn't like what was going on with that. I think a lot of reports on the impossible meat caused inflammation, a lot of chemicals. So
Oh,
even though it was vegan,
It was worse.
I didn't like. We eat natural, we eat clean around here.
I don't want
So
to say I told you so, but for years I was saying
I know
all
you-
you had to do is look at the package.
Yeah, it's not
look at
better.
all those ingredients
1,000
that are
ingredients.
inscrutable.
so
And then the sodium content
Oh,
on
it's
that thing was
terrible.
off the charts.
So what we did the opposite. So we do have a vegan taco on the menu, which is our mushroom and corn. We do vegan cheese, vegan crema. Let's bring back the OG gringo, which is Allen Brothers USDA Prime ground beef. Same burgers that we were doing at Rock Burger. We're grinding this up. Ground beef, making a ground beef taco. It's like a upscale Taco Bell taco.
Yep.
Colby Jack, pico, cheddar, whatever it is, sour cream on a tortilla.
I have to say, I had one last time we were
Yeah.
at Tacocraft.
Have one today. Let's
And
go. Go on, enjoy
I'm
yourself.
going to get
Have
into
another
it
one. Have
because
another. Don't be
I'm
shy.
still thinking about it. And with all the different tacos that you guys serve, I really liked your beef taco. It was the closest thing
Thank
to
you-
my
thank you so
memories
much,
of California that I'd come here since I've been here.
Thank you so much.
No, and you guys, I love the fact that you are aware and sensitive to, I think, the latest in food trends is getting away from hyper-processed, ultra-processed foods and going to things that are natural. And I know a lot of times people say, oh, well, beef. No, if you just get a good, nice raised cow without any added hormones or antibiotics, and you have a little bit of that, again, everything in moderation.
Oh, yeah. We do all
And
free-range chicken
tastes
here.
delicious.
All free-range chicken.
I mean, for those who want to go the vegan, vegetarian route for moral reasons, I wish you all the best.
Yep.
But some of
And we
these
have plenty of
products,
options, yeah.
I mean, you can have a vegan diet by eating nothing but French fries and Twinkies.
Yeah, exactly. You can be unhealthy and be
necessarily
vegan,
going to prolong your life.
100%. Yeah.
But if you eat this like tuna bowl or that OG taco, I'm going to say you're not going to be in that bad of shape. And I love the fact that my body is now recalibrated. That the first thing I went to was kind of that lighter side.
Good for you.
Yeah, listen, we have a lot of new tacos, which are new pork al pastor. So this is a brand new taco on the menu. This is going to be our pork loin, our pork butt, slowly braised, sliced up thin. Then we finished up on the flat top, charred pineapple, pickled onion, a little bit of crispy kale with the salsa verde. So traditional with a little chef spin on it. And then the gringo we just talked about.
And then, of course, you got your guac sample.
Yeah, a little guac sample. Yeah, it's
sample.
always fun.
Wow.
If you come to Tacocraft, you got to do a sample. If you can send some margaritas. So
Fantastic.
we just thought fresh flavors, new cocktails, some new tacos, lunch specials. And now the biggest thing is we're doing the happy hour, not just at the bar. It's 4 to 7 and 3 to 7 and 10 to close at all the tables. And
all the
time,
tables.
everywhere, inside, outside, on the
wow.
sidewalk. If you want happy hour in the island up there, we'll do it for
I'm
you.
not gonna lie. We came right around Christmas time. I had friends in town, and we wanted to go out, and I'm like, okay, well, obviously I'm gonna take them to Tacocraft Coral Springs, and we set up camp. We were pros, but we set up camp, and like people, I didn't realize they were doing standing room only just to be happy hour.
Yeah, the bar is so packed. So you know what? And we actually went to the whole happy hour. We're offering all of our signature cocktails and all of our margaritas now.
Oh,
on
really?
happy hour. So house margaritas are like $8. You can get any of the classics. I mean, any of the special ones are like $15, $16 for $10 around the whole restaurant.
Wow, that's a nice deal, and that's at all of the Tacocraft.
All the
locations?
Tacocrafts and Victoria Park. We're doing happy hour 7 days a week, even on Saturday and Sunday.
Oh wow!
3 to 7, 10 to close, Saturday and Sunday.
Look at Marc Falsetto being very generous to the folks out there. That is really quite a remarkable deal, and of course, typical Taco Tuesdays, you get the $4 tacos for
taco
some of the
special all
basic
day.
ones, and the $8 margaritas.
So Taco Tuesday, we're here today. It's, packed behind us here for lunch, and with the music coming on, every location has DJs, high energy, our famous tacos, and actually, and the lunch special. People want the lunch special, so it's been really good.
You got
it going on.
You got it going on. All right. And I got to put in the good word because my brother and sister-in-law, Burl and Tracy, they usually have days off on Monday and Tuesday. So one of their frequent stops, they told me, is Tacocraft Victoria Park.
Yep, Monday night.
And they come on up, and they sometimes come in for Taco Tuesday, but they say they can never resist getting the guac sampler. And they always come down to a choice. Sometimes they go into Batch across the street on the
Batch
Federal
great.
Highway.
Yeah, I love Batch.
Batch was hopping yesterday. I was in there for their weekend brunch.
A little brunch, a little whiskeys, the bourbons. They do a great job.
They do a nice job. So the two of you guys, again, proud lunch.
Monday night is Monday. The whole day is in South Florida.
In the biz.
Everybody works in a hotel, hospitality. So all Tacocraft locations, if you work in the hospitality business, 50% off your entire check. Doesn't matter what you order. I don't care if you have in Class
Every
Azul
Taco
Gold.
Craft?
Every Tacocraft, every Monday, 50% off check.
You hear that,
if you
Larry?
Are we in the biz?
No, we're not.
Technically,
I was going to ask
is going to the track part of the business.
Well, no, is selling racing forms on hospitality business, because that's what my brother does. And Tracy works the gift shop at Gulfstream. So she deals forward-facing with customers.
I'm going to tell my managers, Michael Mayo sent you. There's going to be a lineup of people.
But no, you guys are doing a great job at all 4 Tacocraft locations.
That's
Again,
it.
Coral Springs right here, University in Sampo. Then, of course, you've got the OG Victoria Park, 510 North Federal
510 North Federal Highway, right by Broward and Federal Highway right there.
And then we've got the Plantation
Oh, man,
Walk.
Plantation Walk is a banger, yep. And then on the beach, the king of them all,
That's
Lardo by the Sea.
He walks by there every day.
Let me tell you about that place. It goes from 0 to 60 very quickly.
Yeah.
2 months ago, there wasn't a soul out there. And, I think this weekend is, it's been over 1,000 people a day for 3 days straight. It's crazy.
Defo walks by the other time, and he's like,
the manager, please take us off Resi. We can't take any reservations.
Sunday night, that whole area was absolutely packed. Swamp.
Yeah.
And the impressive thing is that at any of the locations, no matter how crowded it is, you guys have achieved that consistency where you get the same quality food,
We
the
appreciate
same
that.
looking
Thanks,
bowls, because we get around.
The hardest thing to do is be consistent and be, your favorite restaurant, Houston's.
God, don't get me started.
I'm looking around. I see lots of tables for
five
and six.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't go. Okay.
Being consistent is the number one thing in the restaurant business. I want to know that everywhere I go, it's going to be the same or close to it, and give an effort. It takes a lot of work, and our guys are passionate. Our chefs are passionate. We got a great team. It's a team effort, and I'm very proud of everybody on the team right now because everybody's working super, super hard.
Tacocraft Marc Falsetto getting it done. We're going to come back. We're going to talk more things about more restaurants.
I want to talk a little gambling too. I got something I want. I have a secret.
I guess
you've come to the right place.
I have a secret announcement, a new project I'm involved in.
Really?
First, I'm going to go live today.
Look at his eyes just lit up.
We're going to go live today on the air with it.
Oh, nice.
Excellent. All right. Well, let's take our first break, and we'll be back with more on the Lunchbox from Tacocraft Taqueria and
Taco Tuesday
in Coral Springs after these words. For the finest poultry and the freshest fish, Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market, located at 4191 North State Road 7 in Hollywood, open 7 days. Since 1951, a South Florida tradition for stone crab in season, Thanksgiving turkeys, holiday feasts, and everyday eating. Great steaks, house-made sausage, and prepared foods, too. Delaware is not just a market, it's a celebration of taste, quality, and old-fashioned customer service with a smile. Sign up for their weekly email flyer at DelawareChicken.com and tell them Mike Mayo and the Lunchbox sent you. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a great bagel with lox, matzo ball soup, deli sandwich, and rugelach, you know where I go? Grandpa's Restaurant in Dania Beach. It's a South Florida institution since 1957 that was revamped a few years back by a pair of New York bagel baking legends. Full deli and appetizing case with spreads, salads, and platters for takeout and catering. Grandpa's is near Federal Highway, just north of Sterling Road, open 7 days for breakfast and lunch. Go eat and enjoy. It's Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved. For the finest and authentic Greek cuisine, Taverna Kima is the place to go. 6298 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton. It's been around for nearly 2 decades. Every day is a feast with grilled lamb and fish, house-made spinach pie and moussaka, gyros, traditional dips, mezes, with soft, warm pita. It's open 7 days for lunch and dinner with happy hour daily from 3 to 6 p.m., indoor, outdoor, private dining. So celebrate life at Taverna Kima for reservations. Southern comfort food from a scratch kitchen, delicious drinks and house-made spirits from a craft bar. A great vibe inside and out with a spacious patio. I'm talking about Batch New Southern Kitchen and Tap, Fort Lauderdale, in the heart of the city at 525 North Federal Highway. It's open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch with classics like fried chicken and waffles and shrimp and grits, and creative items like pecan-crusted salmon and a fried green tomato BLT. And the drinks? Smooth sipping and so good. There's convenient free parking and a garage next door, happy hour at the bar, an entire patio, 4 to 7 Monday to Friday, and live music every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's pet and people friendly and with cozy fire pits for when the temperature dips. For reservations and more information, go to BatchSouthernKitchen.com. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, and also now with a new location on Las Olas Boulevard. Those are my spots. Upscale food and a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that that the Lunchbox sent you.
If you want great Italian food in a beautiful beachfront setting, have I got the place for you. Casa Calabria at the Ocean Manor Resort, 4040 Galt Ocean Drive in Fort Lauderdale. Highly rated across all the restaurant review platforms and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved. Delicious, authentic Southern Italian food in a cozy dining room overlooking the Atlantic. Live music in the lounge, full bar, and a great wine list. Owner Frank Talrico takes great pride in his family recipes from his native Calabria. Fresh fish and seafood, veal, house-made pastas, and marinara sauces smooth as silk. You gotta try the imported meats and cheeses on the antipasto platters, and don't miss that ricotta gnocchi. Fluffy little pillows straight from heaven. Casa Calabria, open for dinner Tuesday through Sunday, closed.
All right, we're back on the Lunchbox with Marc Falsetto, restaurateur, entrepreneur, man about town.
That's it.
And yeah, you said you had some news to share. What's happening?
So some exciting stuff on the gambling front. Legal gambling, by the way.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a new project I'm involved with, and it's called Slips. Like get your slip, SLIPS, Slips.
Okay.
This is going to be the first ever online casino gaming app that you can bet on any sports game.
In the States.
All states, 40-something of the 50 states, but it's peer-to-peer. So I'm going to put up my bet, and you're going to accept my bet. We're going to do peer-to-peer betting. We're also create groups.
Interesting.
Yeah, we could create groups, our own groups on our own horses, groups on how many tacos you're going to eat today,
Okay.
how many pounds you're going to lose. We're all going to create different gambling stuff like that. Slips will also purchase lottery tickets and Powerball tickets for you on your Apple Pay and credit card for you throughout the whole country. So you'll be able to buy lottery here. So like we're going to go here. Let's go to lottery.
And this is an app that's live already?
We're live. Yeah, we're live. It's been out for about a year right now. I just got involved with the company. So right here, we're going to buy a Powerball ticket here in Florida, Mega Millions.
Okay.
And we get set up every week, every day for you, your numbers. This all connected to your Apple Pay, credit card. We could get on any games, custom betting, sports betting, bet on pickleball, tennis.
Peer-to-peer. So it's kind of like
Peer-to-peer.
the horse racing parimutuel concept where the betting pool is against the other bettors.
Other users right now.
Not against the house or...
yeah, we have about 100,000 users right now already, yes, and growing. So it's interesting. So download Slips, LIPS, on your Apple phone, and we'll do some online betting.
Are you looking for any local endorsement, celebrity pitchman? Because Defo...
Right.
When you look up gambling in the dictionary, Defo, what do you make of this concept? You already have a peer-to-peer set up with Francesco. I guess this is just
well, that's been going on forever. I'm actually involved in something similar. A guy that before COVID had this going on with fantasy sports.
Sure, similar. Yep.
And
a
now
lot
the
of users use this for fantasy as well.
known as Greenlight Ventures.
Yep.
And it's kind of based on the model of Betfair.
Yep.
Where they lay off bets. So in other words, somebody wants to bet 10,000 on the Lakers.
Sure.
They'll find a guy that wants to bet 10 grand on the Timberwolves. 100%. Yeah. So it matches it up, and it's kind of a pari-mutuel.
Yeah, exactly. So that's integrated in this as well too. So lottery, we can play paper, rock, scissors at 1,000 a hand if we want. We could create our own gambling, our own bets. We have slot machines coming online very shortly.
Now, is it involved with crypto also?
They're working on that right now. Okay, crypto, Bitcoin, Apple Pay, all that good stuff. So it's a very interesting app. Slips. You're going to see that.
I don't think you can go wrong in the gambling business. It's amazing the expansion.
We have some mocktails here for you guys.
Thank you. You know I'm doing a dry February.
There you go.
And you know why?
Amanda, thank you.
You know why it's a dry February, Marc Falsetto?
I thought it was a dry January.
Well, that's what most people do.
January's too long, I guess, for him.
I'm doing frisky February. I'm going the opposite.
Exactly, going for it.
Yeah, exactly.
28 days. I figure it's the easiest way
to get
through a dry month.
I do it dry on the 29th and the 30th of February.
Yeah,
that's the day.
My system, I think, would repel this unless we spike it up with a shot or something.
Right, exactly.
Any way to fit that in there? Yeah.
I'm going to say.
So those are some of those new mocktails. You actually have the Feeling Spritzy, which is basically an alcohol-free Aperol Spritz with martini and Rossi's new non-alcoholic aperitivo. That
tastes great. And it is making me feel all bubbly.
So
and
there's not only an aperitivo in there. There's an alcohol-free prosecco as well. So you have a sparkling and an aperitivo mimicking an Aperol Spritz.
It's really good. I could see myself ordering this.
Yeah, it's very, very, very popular. You actually, sir, have the espresso martini.
I hope that's the one that's loaded with booze.
No booze, which is Sea Lip Spice. It's that alcohol-free spirit We use real espresso, a coconut cream to make it frothy, and some simple syrup. So that's our non-alcoholic mocktail espresso martini.
Nice.
A little different. And
that's great, but it would really be good with a shot.
Yeah, with a nice shot of vanilla vodka.
And this one is the.
This is going to be called the Night in Tulum, which is a prickly pear puree, agave, and the non-alcoholic ritual tequila, 0 proof agave-based spirit.
Wow.
Interesting.
Which is a very new to market product.
Now, I used to mock mocktails, but I could really see the value in this because when people who are, for either health considerations or personal choice just want to, give up the alcohol, but you feel a little awkward if you go out to a bar and all you do is
walk on water
like
you're by yourself.
Listen, the industry right now is going in so many different directions. So many things are moving at a fast pace. I was always against mocktails and non-alcoholic spirits because I always like to be the life of the party and stuff. But years ago, it was only for health reasons or pregnant.
Right.
And now everybody's just on this whole working out, conscious stuff.
We're all on edibles now.
Exactly. Or during the week, they don't want to go as hard during the week and save it for the weekends. So he just wants to feel included. It's still a social thing.
Should I give this one to
Lubie?
Lubie? Lubie, you try this. I think I had this one last month in Victoria Park, and Lubie had this one.
But
this
some
one,
of these
I love.
products, these products weren't available a year ago. These are spirit-based companies taking the alcohol out of it, mimicking the taste of vodka and tequila. And so our mixologists were able to recreate so many fresh flavors, make it feel like you're drinking a real cocktail, and people are loving them.
What would be a really interesting scientific experiment, which probably I only would be. Yeah, the placebo.
Yeah.
Do you feel like
if you give somebody like 4 of these and you don't tell them that it's a a mocktail, will they start acting a little loopy or feeling a little bit?
We had one lady go crazy. I hope I say this on live air, but about a week and a half ago, and she was in recovery, and she was having one of our mocktails. And she was so convinced there was alcohol in it.
Oh, she got pissed.
We had to remove her from the premises. She was going crazy.
Oh, no.
You had to cut her off?
She was going, you're giving me alcohol. There's alcohol in it. We explained to her it's 0 proof. Oh, wow, look at that one.
So she
these have alcohol. Okay.
Non-alcohol. We're gonna give non-alcohol to you, real alcohol to you.
Yeah, give Defo.
And then we'll get you on the pickleball court after.
We
liquor it up.
We call it medicine. That's amazing to me that she got so belligerent she had to get removed because she was adamant that it had it. Now you could see why she was in recovery.
She was adamant that we served her alcohol and she was getting excited with the bartenders. The managers had to come over to explain her, show her the bottle. This is 0 proof, non-alcoholic, no ABV, agave-based spirit.
So pricing wise, a little bit lower than the alcohol.
Yeah, a few bucks lower. I think they were in between like $13, $14.
And again, but they still also
these are real spirits. These aren't fruit juices. These are real non-alcoholic spirits.
And you pride yourself here on making all your handcrafted.
You don't use a ton of mixers,
like juicers,
things like that. These are the real stuff that we use. So this is going to be cream of coconut, real purees. That's fresh coconut shavings, fresh pineapple. That's a banana leaf, I think.
Okay, and this one is like a coconut. It's like kind of a
that one's a new one as well. That's going to be called the Island Vibes.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's mimicking almost like a coconut margarita, coconut pina colada, coconut shavings, coconut cream, agave lime, with the ritual as well too.
Save that one for you.
Yeah, you got to try that.
It's really really good, and this is like. Bring me to the beach, put me on a floaty, and have one of those.
Get the Island Vibes, eat your edible, and float away. And
it's all good. Mark, you guys.
We may lose a sponsor after this show. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Let's talk about. Okay, so obviously you've got other things going. The Runway 84 is just still every day. New Year's Eve.
It's
can't
wild
get
in. I think the next Friday and Saturday opening's like May right now.
And how's Pizza Craft doing?
Pizza Craft is busier than ever. It's amazing. Our chef partner there, Jaziel, is just making some of the best pizzas, touching every table, and
and on the Facebook group, the Let's Eat South Florida group, which is approaching 190,000 members.
I've toned down my rhetoric, by the way.
That's all good. It's let me do the heavy lifting.
Yes.
Let me be the bad guy.
Yeah.
But no, anytime somebody's looking for a place to eat, before going to a performance at the Broward Center for the Performing Arts, my list includes, Pizza Craft because you guys have high quality pizza. And then my man Steve with the Puzo, he refurbished House on the River.
Oh, great option.
Really nice down there. And so you've got some different choices.
I like the little empanada guy that does the empanada Venezuelan food.
Yeah, well, that's across the way. There's Emily's Garden that's opened up some stuff and some trucks. But, there's more options going on down there in the Hermitage district.
The pro tip is Pizza Craft is on Resi.
Nice.
Up to like 90 days in advance. Look at your show schedule. Book your table.
Yep.
Get on there, and the food's just phenomenal.
Do any kind of discounts for ticket holders? Or
there is a discount. There's in the biz discount, and there is a ticket holder discount. Don't quote me.
Nice.
I don't know the exact.
Yeah, because I know some places that
I think
are
it was like 15%.
Yeah, a lot of places in that area.
Sometimes it varies. Sometimes they do a welcome drink or a discount, or there's always something with the show stuff.
All good.
And then the move is you make your reservation on Resi, you go to the show. Tell them to hold your leftovers. No, I'm serious. You come back after the show, go to Apothecary. You do a cannoli and an after-dinner drink in the speakeasy and take your leftovers back home with you. That's the pro move.
And I forgot that the Apothecary is still going. And it's the speakeasy kind of hidden in the back.
We consider ourselves, in one of the first speakeasies in Fort Lauderdale, if not the first one. We're coming on 10 years. 10 years.
Oh, wow.
10 years in 2 months, in a couple months, yeah.
Do you need any secret words or passcodes?
No, we figured out when you're so secretive, it just doesn't make money. So we leave the doors open for everybody now.
Another thing which I said at the beginning was like, any place.
You used to have the coin knock on the door. Yeah.
At one point, it had a certain cachet.
I would call, how's it going tonight?
It was like,
we did 3 people. Wow, that's amazing.
That's
2 of them work for us. Okay, great. Yeah,
so exclusive.
But the other one was a big spender.
It was so exclusive. Yeah. Speaking of exclusive, I'm working on some exclusive projects coming out there. Hopefully, we'll be able to announce in the next 30 to 60 days.
And is anything going on, like Tacocraft going to be coming to new places?
Yeah, so listen, we have some markets on our radar. We'd like to go back into the Miami market one day. Every day I'm looking up in that Boca Jupiter PGA area.
That PGA, Palm Beach Gardens area is just killing it. Yeah. So
we're just talking about it today, and constantly looking for new locations. Pound to it. We're working on some new concepts, which I can't wait to tell you about when we finalize that.
Well, it just feels like every single one, and again, you've been intentional. You guys were talking about this is a debate Defo and Mayo have, and you've gone on the side of, look, I can understand when you open up, giving it time, but we don't project that way. When we open up, we're ready. And you've had such success at every plantation.
Yeah, no soft openings. Like, you open when you're ready. Yeah.
Like, they open up, they're a party, and it just keeps going. You would think it would open your eyes, be like, okay, we can be at more places and we can make this happen.
Yeah, we can. Just find locations the toughest thing. Find the right demographic, right location. And, in my opinion, Tacocraft appeals to everybody. So families, business lunch, and then it goes into happy hour, more families. And then, then it's cool enough to make a Friday, Saturday night out of it and get some of the younger vibe going with the music. So
we don't want to say that it's formulaic or formula, but you do have a recipe for success, and that's what.
Oh, we appreciate that.
And that's once you were able to replicate it, and now 4 of them in Broward, I say why not?
It comes down to just a couple things: great food, great service, great value, great hospitality. And if you didn't execute,
and you got to find great people to do that. And you've always assembled good staff.
Good team. Yeah, good team.
They know what they're doing. They know how to smile.
It's like your team here. How they do it. You've assembled
above
the misfits. I don't even know what you call this.
It is the island of misfits.
The island of misfits.
But somehow it's working. And hey, let's take our second break.
Let's do it.
Before we do, I gotta again tell people. If you are, going, if you want to cook at home and get high quality ingredients, let's say, you can't eat at a restaurant every day of the week, although sometimes I do.
Yeah. I'm on 11 days straight.
There you go. Delaware Chicken Market and Seafood in Hollywood, 4191 North State Road 7. I don't know if you've ever shopped there. I get my Thanksgiving bird there every year. Jose and Jean, they will take great care of you. They had a huge Valentine's Day weekend. I picked up my stone crabs on Valentine's Day.
How long have they been around there, Mike?
They have been in that location 65? For over 60 years and in business. Originally, it was Elsie Carter's parents that started as an actual chicken farm a little further south in Hollywood since 1954.
So you don't hear those stories ananymore. You know what I mean? That's amazing.
I can't even do the math. I think it's about 71 years. Is that what it is? 54 to 25.
71.
And they've been in this location currently across from the old Seminole classic casino since 1962 or 3.
Oh, wow.
So they
I like
are
a good old classic
again,
card game in the classic.
I love iconic places, and Delaware Chicken and Seafood is one of them.
Not far from Tropical Acres.
Another
There
one.
you go, another one of our great spots. Look,
Not far
man
from-
is ready to be a co-host.
Not far from Anthony's Runway D4, just
That-
down Federal.
And you know, we're doing
43 years.
this series with
Oh, really? It's been over.
we're calling it the Iconic Eateries of South Florida series, and we're going to be doing one this Thursday with our friend Andy Cagnetta and Transworld Business Advisors at the Mai Kai. I don't know if you've been in the reimagined Mai
Mai
Kai
Kai looks
yet.
beautiful. They did a
And,
great job.
you
Great
know,
drinks.
That has been there since the 50s and had an extensive remodeling after a little bit of flood and other damage, 4-year renovation. And you know all about
there's a new
renovations.
category for the James Beard Awards this year we were nominated for called the Legends Award.
Really?
Iconic. Icons.
Wait,
Icon.
Runway? Or?
Well, we were nominated. I don't know.
Awesome.
Not by them, by somebody. Nominated.
Oh,
Congratulations.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
no.
so I know we had to do some interviewing for that. but
Legends.
There's a Legends Award.
Which is fitting.
Something like that. Legends. Yeah,
Yeah.
icons.
Places that just make it.
Icons. Yeah, icons.
Well,
And-
I love
thrive.
supporting all those places. I love the fact that Runway has come back after renovation better than ever.
Kicking, man.
And the
Yeah.
Mai Kai we're going to check out on Thursday. And again, Delaware, that is iconic. Did some things last summer, looking very spiffy in there. Go
Get
in
your
there.
turkey. Get your chickens.
And they got the house-made sausage. They got all the fresh
Sausage chicken.
seafood.
Did chicken scarpio.
Yeah, they can do
Beautiful,
everything.
beautiful.
So
Ooh.
go online. DelawareChicken.com is the website. You can sign up for their weekly newsletter that has all their specials and sales and offerings. Tell them the Lunchbox.
I love it.
All right, let's take break
do
number 2.
Let's do
And
it.
we'll come back, and I want to talk about some of the restaurant scene going on here. I understand you took a little sneak peek of our friend Eddie.
Oh, yes.
His new
Oh,
place
no,
is
you
getting
did?
ready to
Yeah, I'm
open.
gonna give Eddie a little
We'll-
plug
we'll-
after
we'll
this.
talk
Nice.
about that.
I'm pumped
after
up about
Yeah, that's
that
down
one.
the street.
Words.
All right.
Hey Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligan's, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 in the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30, except Sunday. Go to Looking for great seafood that's a little further inland? Luke's Seafood and Grill. That's Luke's with a C. 5511 South University Drive in Davie. Luke and Roxy, they're a great couple with great food. It's a mom and pop shop bringing the freshest fish and seafood to Western Broward. Some of the best jambalaya and fish cakes around. And Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? You can find his famous Scoobies, those sauteed crab claws, right there on the specials board most days. Oh, so good. So take a trip to University just north of Sterling today. Lunch, dinner, closed on Mondays. Tell them Mike Mayo's Lunchbox sent you. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial. serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. Feel like getting away without leaving town? Then you got to check out the House on the River in Fort Lauderdale. It's a beautiful restored historic home with indoor and outdoor dining right on the New River. You'll think you're in Charleston or Savannah. It has a gorgeous patio, porches, and private dining areas, and it offers unique experiences perfect for a date night or fun times with friends and family. It has weekend brunches, happy hour, dinner Wednesday through Sunday. There's also a high tea on Friday and Saturdays, and the popular House of Veuve Champagne experience on weekends. The House on the River is in Fort Lauderdale's Himmershey district, just south of Science Museum. For reservations and all right, we're back on the Lunchbox. Marc Falsetto at the Coral Springs Tacocraft. It is a Taco Tuesday. Come on out. They're going to be here serving some of your favorites.
We're going to 1 in the morning tonight, buddy.
Oh,
1 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
1 a.m.
Wow.
Hopefully I will be too. I'm playing a poker tournament at the Hard Rock, so I'm hoping
You're going to be on
for a
your
late
third
night.
dream.
Yeah. So a lot going on. I know that you've been going around with Danielle and you were celebrating all kinds of anniversaries
And happy birthday
things
to her,
like
by the
that.
way.
Oh, thank you. I
Birthdays
appreciate
and
it.
Valentine's Day. You're an A-lister and you go to these
Oh,
places
yeah.
in Miami-Dade. But
Maybe in
before
my
we
own mind.
get to Miami-Dade, I want to talk about a strip down here, this Sample Road corridor. As I was mentioning, as I drive in, I see that the new Eddie and Vinny's Coastal Italian Cuisine is almost ready to go. They don't have signage up yet. It's right here on West Sample near, as you drive out towards the Sawgrass. But you apparently took a tour this morning?
Actually, just before I came here to see you, I just texted Eddie. I want to come by and say hi. Say hi to Eddie and his dad, really good friends of mine. Check out the restaurant. And let me tell you, they're close, and I'm excited. They're about 30 days out.
Yep. They're aiming for late March, I think they said.
Eddie's a great operator, as you guys know. Good
We're
buddy
going to
of
see
mine.
him later today. We're going to be doing a doubleheader. We're going to be at Corvina, the
Oh, wow. You're
seafood
going
grill
all in
in
today.
Boca at 4 o'clock.
And then you said the Hard Rock later?
Well, yeah.
We call that a triple header.
I call that when Val's out of town on a business trip, I get to go around and
I like that. There you
gallivant.
go.
But
Uber.
But Eddie Pizzoli, Eddie and Vinny's, it's named for his kids. It's also, his
father, his
father and
uncle.
uncle.
Yeah. And you got Paul involved, my buddy Paul Greenberg.
Paul Greenberg
from
from American
Paul's a
Social,
great dude.
Powerhouse team. They're
developing
great.
a new sports bar concept up in Parkland that's called Olivia, right? Or
Yes.
or Dear Olivia.
Dear Olivia.
Yeah, big
After
things
his
happening
daughter.
out west here.
Yes.
Parkland, Coral Springs, Tacocraft, Eddie and Vinny's, Dear Olivia,
What are you doing around
Lavello. They
here?
got a lot of good stuff going on out here. If you're a
No,
foodie, you
and-
just talk about some dumpling places.
Yeah, dumpling places that I hit now in East Fort Lauderdale where we need some good Chinese food. And again, the resurrection of Juan's, Alex, Christina Juan's nephew.
So that was announced?
That's announced.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
going
that's
to be.
exciting. I just saw that.
We haven't talked about
Alex
You
is a
can't go to
great
Rainbow
guy.
every night. They'll break the bank.
Yeah,
No,
and Juan's, again, Christina retired, and hopefully she's doing all right with all her stuff. But
they're
Alex,
just calling it Wands.
they're just calling
nice.
it
I
Juan's
like
because
that.
it's
Yeah, that's their
Christina's
family name.
daughter
Yeah.
and Alex from Temple
Oh,
Street
nice.
Eatery
I
are
love
going to
that
be
collaboration.
forming family forces and making kind of a modern Chinese American classic Cantonese
That's what people want.
restaurant.
No,
Give them what they want.
That's going to be good. Other restaurant news. As I was driving down here, I see that Fat Boy's Barbecue. My friend Jarrell.
I didn't see that one.
He opened up one out here in Coral Springs. He had one in a different location. He opened this probably about 3 or 4 months ago.
Texas style, or what's he doing?
No, he does.
Louisiana?
He does a mix, but he has really good ribs. He does a Carolina style pulled pork. Burnt ends, brisket.
Love that.
Mac and cheese with burnt end sandwiches, lunch specials. That's here on Sample. But drum roll, the news that I broke this morning on the Let's Eat group. He is coming to South Broward, south of the tunnel, right next to Primo Liquors. It used to be
I looked at that spot.
a lot of people
it's
looked
a
at
little,
that spot, but he finally signed the lease, came to an
Right next
agreement.
to Primo's right there.
Right
yeah.
next to Primo Liquors, and he's going to be taking on Tom Jenkins.
Tom Jenkins. That's just like literally a block away.
Jenkins is 3 blocks south. Now, the opportunity that Jarrell sees there is Jenkins is closed on Sundays and Mondays.
Oh, jeez.
So all
makes
these
no
barbecue lovers that want barbecue on a football Sunday or for NCAA games don't have any place to go.
Gone
in South
fishing.
Broward. It used to say gone to church for
Yeah.
Sunday and gone fishing on Monday.
Yeah.
Well, Jarrell's not going to go anywhere
Yeah,
because
good for
he's
him.
going to be open 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And he figures he's
He's
going
going to
to
be gone to the bank.
and figures he's going to capture some of the barbecue
That's smart.
fans
Good
on
for
a
him.
Sunday and
Yeah.
Monday, and then if the product is good, which his is, he'll keep them. and
I
they'll
love
keep
the
coming back.
competition. It keeps people on their games.
Yeah.
Keep the bar high.
Well, I
So-
appreciate you're like friends with a lot of the restaurateurs. It's
Well,
because
it's a very tight knit community, close
people
community
like
here in
to
South
eat.
Florida.
so.
My good buddies, I go to Steve Monterano's all the time.
Yep.
We're going to Vegas together next
Oh,
month. He's
that's
a buddy
fine.
of mine.
Nice.
Eddie, all the guys. Just,
No,
we love
and it's
everybody.
nice to have that tight knit
Joey
community.
from Seville.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joey. We all love Joey.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so again, that's going to be the new Fat Boys south of the tunnel. Is going to be. He's projecting a April opening, hopefully by early mid-April.
That's great.
And the best part for me, besides being right around the corner, literally from my new home, but there's across the street from the new Fat Boys barbecue is a Fat Boy sushi. So you could do a double header, or what Louis C.K. calls a bang bang, where you go from Fat Boy sushi right to Fat Boys barbecue.
What about Fat Taco across the street? We do a Fat Taco.
We could do, or a Fat Tuesdays.
I love
We
it.
could
There you
start
go.
drinking again.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, talk about your tour of Miami-Dade. What's happening down
We had
there?
a big weekend last weekend. I've been on 8 out of 11 days. 7 of them were in Miami. It was a big run here the last little while. Went to Delilah in Miami last Friday, a week and a half ago.
Now, what is Delilah?
Delilah is American Supper Club from Las Vegas and LA. We had a great time there. Big show, jazzy vibes.
Who's the operator? Is it just a group that's at
It's
Vegas? Or,
it's the Nice Group or something like that. LA
Okay.
H Wood Group. They have about 30 different venues, more
wow.
nightclubs and high energy places.
Now, is it a private restaurant?
No, open to the public.
Okay.
Very hard to get in. These guys did it right. Beautiful energy, almost like the American version of a runway. That was great. We had a
Can
good
I
time.
ask what dinner for two with drinks runs?
You're probably going to be pushed
300 per?
Yeah, somewhere in that
600.
range.
It's like
So I'm going to give a shout out
Six-
to another app. It doesn't even
Yeah.
matter what it costs. Go to Dorsia. They went private. They just raised money. Dorsia, Dorsia, Dorsia,
okay.
like the from that movie American Psycho. But
Yep.
Dorsia is an app that has allocated tables for all the hottest restaurants
Oh,
in the country.
Really?
Okay.
So it's impossible to get into Carbone. It's impossible. Maybe Runway's going to be on it soon. Impossible to
Yeah,
Carbone.
yeah,
Impossible to get Delilah. Impossible to get there. You can do same day reservations, no notice. Hop on the Dorsey app, and they dictate the price per table. And
Wow.
that's the hottest app right now. New York, LA, and Miami as
for
well
all
too.
these trendy
And it's going to be
restaurant
coming
cities.
into Fort Lauderdale soon. Wink,
Yeah,
wink.
but you know
Wink,
what,
wink.
Falsetto? Okay, you can go to your fancy A-list
It doesn't have to be
places
fancy.
with your $600. I'd rather come to a Tacocraft on a
Oh, me
Tuesday.
too.
Do you know how many
Don't set
tacos
me
I
up.
can
You
buy?
brought this conversation up. Don't set me up here. You're setting me up. You brought it up, not me. You brought it up.
No, I'm the
Cut,
worst.
cut. No. Dorsey, a great app,
No, but that's
great
cool. Like there's a
resource.
place in New York. My wife.
So you
we've
want to
been
go
trying
out
to
for
get
dinner?
into it. She can't get in.
So
that's
here,
cool.
so there's just check this out. Just looked up a restaurant in New York.
Yep.
Can't get in.
Yeah.
It says make a request, and then the request is a $sign, and you just put how much dollars your 2 top or 4 top want to
You
spend,
plan on spending.
and the restaurant will accept or not accept it.
Oh, so if you're
So
a high
we-
roll and you order
Oh,
nice
it's like-
Yeah, I'm
wine,
not a high
It's
roller,
like
so, but we
stripping.
did as
Yeah,
a
it's like
joke. We did
stripping.
as a joke, and said, okay, last Friday night we're corner store, hardest reservation in New York City. We offered them $3,000 for a 4 top, and it got rejected.
Oh my God! Really?
now
Yes.
that $3,000 is just to get in, or that's what your
No,
minimum
that's what'll
spend
be the
is?
They
table.
charge your credit card before you get there. So if we spend $100 or spend $2,000, it's it.
Okay, but if you spend
If you go,
$3,000,
if you spend over, they just charge you, and
Yeah,
you get
charge you more.
and you get an
Okay.
itemized receipt
so
as
it's
you're spending
basically
it on your
saying
app.
this is our minimum spend,
Yes.
and
So they're
they'll either
picking their
accept.
clientele. They're picking who's
Yeah.
going to come or not come.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Priceline for
Not for
restaurants.
anybody here in Fort Lauderdale, but that's a resource you can use if you're going to New York or Miami.
There's places that are really
or
hard to get
LA
in.
or
LA,
Chicago.
yeah.
Chicago on
And you're
there?
going for
Yep,
a weekend. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. So you go there, hardest restaurants to get in, and let your last minute knows you're not a planner. They have those tables allocated by minimum spend at a certain time. So different times of the evening, it's a
Need
different
more or
price
less,
point.
yeah.
Have you been to the new Massimo Bottura place in Miami?
I
yet?
have not.
I've heard very mixed things about it.
I've heard. I heard it's the word circus and a lot of different things going on there. But
I don't know if that's the word you want to associate it.
we went to a new restaurant called Claudia,
Okay.
like Claudia, but no A, Claudia, and it's owned by the Mila Group that did Mila in Miami, which is the
Okay.
highest grossing restaurant in Miami, just surpassed Joe Stone Crab.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mila. They did a high energy French restaurant. Let me tell you, what a beautiful place. That was a really cool restaurant. That's in on Brickell.
Okay, yeah, that Brickell area has a lot of stuff.
And they're all on Brickell now. Brickell's a hot spot.
Oh, it's come back. Okay, because I know it sort of waned a little bit.
I went to another new one called the Joyce, which is not even open yet to the public. You can only go there through that Dorsia app. It's called a First Look, and it's a chef from. He worked at the Alinea, and he worked
in Chicago,
and the group that has Fort Charles prime rib and all that stuff. Yeah. And it's not a fancy restaurant. This is like an Americana prime rib, French dip, double Wagyu burgers, and steaks. It's done very well.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, you're the man with all the food on one. We got to have you on.
I
charge for recommendations.
No, it's great because that Brickell area, like last decade, Jose Andres had his Bazaar Mar. The seafood restaurant was great down there. And then LPM, Le Petit Maison, I think is still going. It's off the corner of
But shout out to my cousin Andrew. Go to Ariette in Coconut Grove. If you're going down to Miami,
that's my man Mike Beltran.
Yeah, go to see Mike, and then also Brasserie Laurel. Yeah, they have the Brasserie Laurel Miami World Center. So go see those guys if you're down in Miami. Those are our Miami picks of the day. So
that's it. Stick with him. He'll give you all the info.
That's it.
Give you apps for high-end dining and gambling. And
stick with me, you're in trouble.
It's all good. Hey, let's take our third and final break.
Let's do it, guys. I like this conversation.
And we're going to get out of here and make our way over to Boca Raton for the social hour, which talk about crazy promotions.
Eddie, have you heard of this crazy
I'm
thing
going to call him right now live on the air.
It works so well that they're doing it year-round. But 50% off the entire menu, including booze, alcohol, champagne.
He's lost it. He's on the Ozempic.
Yeah, he's lost.
Oh my God.
From 4 to 5 p.m. and you can book it.
And you can
on
make reservations
too.
Come on.
So you can get in there with a four-top at 4:30 and get 50% off.
Like they line up people. It's like
for the older crowd too.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
And it's brought people in the doors. People didn't know it was there. Props to Eddie, and we'll be there at 4:00. Let's take our final break, and we'll wrap up this edition from Tacocraft Coral Springs after these words. When people ask me about the best restaurants in South Florida, Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First-class dining, top-flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef-founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good, with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner, reservations recommended. For a special occasion or any occasion, Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Tacocraft Taqueria and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk, and soon in Coral Springs. Tacocraft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays with their $4 premium tacos, including their new burrito tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and
Looking for great seafood that's a little further inland? Luke's Seafood and Grill. That's Luke's with a C, 5511 South University Drive in Davie. Luke and Roxy, they're a great couple with great food. It's a mom and pop shop bringing the freshest fish and seafood to Western Broward. Some of the best jambalaya and fish cakes around. And Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? You can find his famous Scoobies, those sauteed crab claws, right there on the specials board most days. Oh, so good. So take a trip to University just north of Sterling today. Lunch, dinner, closed on Mondays. Tell them Mike Mayo's Lunchbox sent you. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial. Serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Fresh local fish, a sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hours 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Hey, and we're back, and we're going to be gone in a second, but I got to give major props to
what a tremendous performance by this gentleman today.
Oh, thank you.
On
I'm on
all
fire
fronts
today.
Wow.
Well, he embraces the food industry, and I really appreciate
That was the
it.
most informative, tour of not only restaurants here, way out west, northwest.
Wait to see my Palm Beach list. We're
Miami,
going to
unbelievable.
He knows everybody.
Wow.
He's opening everything.
And you know
He's
what's
giving
great?
us
He
new
embraces
apps.
everybody. This is
Yes.
very much like the music scene where you're thinking to be a cutthroat industry in the restaurant business. Loves
For what
everybody else.
reason? Come on.
I mean, you're just absolutely fantastic.
Listen, it's I embrace everything hospitality. So
Yeah,
I've
it's
always
great.
worked with restaurants, love restaurants. All I do is talk about restaurants, go to restaurants. I book my vacations around the restaurants. I don't want zero culture. I want the bar and the restaurant and the hottest places in town.
Yeah, but it's
I
good to
love
see
it.
it. It really is.
All good.
Yeah.
All right,
Wines,
and you
drinks.
could catch Tacocraft Taco Tuesday till 1
All day.
a.m. here.
Yeah, we're going kitchen till midnight tonight. Bartle 1.
Wow.
Yep. Kitchen
And
at midnight. We're going all
it's
the way.
hopping.
Every location.
How,
and,
how late is the Lauderdale by the Sea one open?
Same hours. We're going kitchen
yeah?
till midnight tonight. Yep. Yep.
They're going to
And I stand
That's
corrected. There is life out west, and it is
Yes.
getting better all
Let
the
me tell
time.
you, I had the biggest. I didn't go west of 95 for like 7 years, and that's a true story. And for what reason? I started coming out west.
Warning lights come on my car
Yeah,
dashboard when I
exactly. You
get
sure?
west.
You're
Yeah.
sure? So when we opened up Plantation, then we came here to Coral Springs, and I actually found a Costco on sample. So I'm very excited right now. Actually,
Oh, great.
I went to Costco for the first time
Costco's
not
right
too
there,
long
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
It's very interesting.
Next thing you know,
Make
you're
sure you're wearing
a
solid
white picket
shoes.
fence in
Yeah.
your own pickleball
I'm
court.
telling you, I
You're
was just
gonna
with my
buy
buddies from Southern Wine, and they're all live out in Parkland.
Yeah, I was
yeah,
going
they're
to say,
excited.
Cold Spring
Yeah.
Parkland. There's a lot going on here, my friend.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. It's happening.
Angela had a monopoly out here for a lot of years, trying to figure out what's going on.
There you go. All right. We're going to be back later today with our friend Eddie Pizzoli, and we'll talk more about Eddie and Vinny's and the new Dear Olivia. We're going to be out at Corvina. 50% off the entire bill, whether
We're till
it's
4 to 5.
a seafood tower or a champagne. From 4 to 5, you can book that at, I believe, Open Table. Again,
Yeah, you can do it
Corvina
online.
Seafood Restaurant. Just go on to
Lunch
their
specials,
website.
guys. Lunch specials.
And
Happy
here,
hour,
specials
lunch
still going
Lunch
specials.
specials here, and of course the
Happy
Tuesday
hour.
happy hour all
every
throughout
day in Victoria Park.
Victoria Park.
Every
7
table,
days a
every
week.
chair,
And it's Monday through Friday at the other 3
every
locations.
location. Throughout the
And-
whole restaurant, guys.
Yeah, you don't have to be at the bar. You could be sitting right here. And
That's the customers have spoken. That's what they
I was
wanted.
gonna
That's
say,
what they wanted.
I'm
Nice
curious.
Try getting yelled at just the bar,
And
So
mocktails, because I'm high on life. All right,
That's
we'll see
it.
everybody later.
Thank
Enjoy
you,
every
everybody.
taco, enjoy every bowl, and enjoy every sandwich.
all right, thank you.
Good stuff.